Hi, I'm sitting chatting with David Shepherd, who's had some very interesting experiences using social media and the development of growth of his church. Chat to us about that, Dave.
Yeah, we just had a really good time. We're here planning a church in Port Elizabeth. We've been going for 3 years now, and we had recently moved into a new venue, probably a couple of weeks before Easter last year. So what we did was we decided to have an Easter egg hunt. We want to be a church that reaches families.
Yeah.
And we had an Easter egg hunt. We organized it, bought some eggs, and advertised a little bit, and planned for about 50 people, 50 children. We had an underwhelming turnout of about 16 children, a few of the children we have in the life of the church and some others. But we had a great picnic in the park and a lovely time. This year for Easter we decided to do it again. This time we upped ante a little bit. We decided to call it the annual Port Elizabeth Easter Egg Hunt, because having done it once it could now be called that. And I made a Facebook page for it, and we set the Facebook page up, we put it out there, we started getting a few people liking it and building a bit of a following. And yeah, the momentum grew, and it grew and grew to the point that we had about 250 people on the page. We were having some communication with those people, and building towards the day we could see that this thing was going to definitely be more than 16 children. So I popped down to the spa. We managed to talk the spa into sponsoring a whole pile of eggs for us, helping us with the financial load. And come the day, we had everything set up and we were ready. The newspapers had picked up on it in Port Elizabeth, and we were now listed as one of the top 10 things to do in Port Elizabeth over the Easter weekend, top 10 things for families, which suited us. And so we were expecting a big crowd. We ended up with 150 children on that day, and all their parents around. We had an incredible day. So Facebook really grew our connection with the city. It grew our connection with a target group of people that we have in the city, that would be families. They came from far and wide. They weren't just from our neighborhood. And we now have a little bit of a database of parents and children and families that we can use, and we are leveraging and using to stay connected with them in other ways. So we're trusting that bears fruit in the lives of people and families in the future.
Thank you, David.